Hi, I'm Michael McFarland.
I'm Todd Jacobison.
So we're with Spontaneously Combustible Games, and we're the creators of the game Pests.
And
you're watching Dice Squad.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Dice Squad. I am Marshall Dice, known as Adam Campbell.
I am what's my name? Todd Evangelista, General Dice. That's right.
And this is Dice Squad, the only show that 4 out of 5 goblins enjoy.
We've been on hiatus, so I may be a little out of practice.
General, what have we been doing?
Well, I've been learning my name apparently.
Yeah.
But yes, we've been doing all kinds of stuff. We've been doing shows. You've been doing a lot.
Well, here or there, and scouting out new board games, along with Gnome Dice here.
That's right. I've been playing a lot of games, so this is good. And we've got a lot of new things coming up. We have filled out some stuff for Origins, so we're ready.
That's right, because it's the month of April, and Origins is only 2 months away now.
And we're going to be doing some shows there, so check us out.
We're back again. We just got our press passes, unlike last year. Do you remember last year?
Where it was a little more difficult. Yes, it was.
Well, anyway, General, what are we playing today?
We are playing a game called Hogswallow. And this has been developed by a goblin named Gandersnitch. And there are many ways to play this game.
Correct. Well, if you don't remember, General.
I do.
Well, we helped Gandersnitch with his Kickstarter.
I did not help him at all. I was nearly arrested for assault.
And we
Goblins, you meet a goblin on the road, you must kill him.
And it got funded.
That's right.
And I picked up his game. Not only that, check that out, General. He signed it.
Oh. Yes, but he's a very fun guy, and we like to pal around with him and kid around with him. But yes, he made this game.
At where?
We did it at Con on the Cob.
Con on the Cob!
Also, he wasn't at Groundhog Day, but we did go to Groundhog Day, and we did also, I think it was AnCon of last year?
AnCon wasn't last year.
It was
2 years ago.
It was 2 years ago, but he was there.
We've been doing
That's,
this
I think, where we met him. That's where we met him.
We've been doing this for a long time, General.
That is correct. But let's talk about Hogswallow. It's not as dirty as it sounds.
Correct.
Now, this is the game developed by our friend Gandersnitch. Yes, that's what I said. And I want to sort out a couple of things, which are there's a lot of different pictures here. A lot of different things that you can look at and say, I wonder what that is. But we're looking specifically for the elemental cards. We have one for wind, we have one for fire, and we have one for water, but I'm not finding the earth.
Right here, General?
Yes.
Well,
the
premise of this game is all about storytelling. It's about coming up with this amazing, fantastical tale and just having fun telling the story. And
the pictures are of horses and cows, but they're very almost like cave painting style, and thrones and what you might come up with.
And the nice part is that some images are up to your own interpretation. Each story is not going to be the same. You could have different interpretations for different drawings.
Right. Like, this is obviously a grave, but it could also be kind of a shrine, too.
Or, what about that, General?
Well, that's, I don't know what that is. A shoe, maybe. A shoe or a...
I think it's a person.
Oh, it's a lady. Okay, gotcha. I see it
Or it
now.
could be a shoe. It's all up to you.
I don't know. This is a blender. All right, so we have played 2 rounds. Keep your fire, because it's 2-1, folks. 2-1.
All right, so we're going to show you one of the ways you can play Hogswallows. We shuffle our deck.
Here's the deck to shuffle. Those are the cards we used.
Alrighty. And each person's given 5 cards.
Yeah, it's all shuffled.
So you go ahead and deal them out, General.
Okay, we'll do a little cut. We'll do 1, 1, 2, 2. We're going to deal out 5 cards here. All right.
And we're going to keep our cards face up for our viewers so they can see our hands.
Exactly. Now, the youngest is supposed to go first, but we are also doing the winner can go first. You could also do the loser goes first.
Correct.
So why don't you go first since you're the youngest?
All right. So one of the key features of this type of playing is if you have an element card in your hand, as we talked about before with the general, if you have water, fire, or air, fire, earth, or water,
that's your winning card.
You play that card first. So I have either or. I have air or earth. I could play either or. So I'm going to play earth and say there once was a tree. Now, General has to play an elemental card to counter that.
And the opposite of earth, as everyone knows, is we don't know.
Is fire.
Fire, of course. Why wouldn't water? I don't know. Okay, water is plus. I do wind. And the wind blew the tree down.
And that wouldn't work.
Yes, never has wind blown a tree down. That's right. So I can't counter that elemental card. So the marshal wins.
Correct.
That's the fast version of the game.
And we toss our hands out and get 5 new cards. Now that's if you have an elemental card in your hand. If you don't, like I'm hoping this next hand is going to be, we can show you a little more story element to this game.
All right. Turn them up. Turn them up. Nope, you got it. He's got a tree, and you have to play the elemental first. And so
let's say, hypothetically speaking.
So if you played fire and I had water, that would counter that.
Correct.
If I played water, you would have air? Is the opposite?
Air freezes water.
It's news to me. Okay. So, and then
again, this was made by a goblin.
Air, tree would counter that because earth, dust in the wind? I don't know.
Well, wind blows out fire.
And then if you had a tree, then fire would be the opposite of it.
I didn't make the rules.
I don't. Is that the rules?
Well, okay. Let's say, for example, let's just toss these elementals out. Let's just play with our 4 cards.
Yeah,
here.
That's another thing you can do is you can toss the elementals. That's fine. But let's show you what it's like when it's a storytelling game. Okay, you go ahead and start.
All right. So, once upon a time, in a land far away, there once was a fish.
All right. Now, the idea is that I have to counter that fish. And I say that there was a woman, and she cast her nets on the water, and she caught that fish.
Ah, but General, as the woman was catching that fish, a hawk came down and attacked that woman.
All right. And so that woman, unfortunately, was infected with the disease, which was passed on to that hawk. By a bug. I'm going to say that's got to be some kind of insect. I'm not sure.
But the woman, instead of infecting the hawk, became a spirit.
Yes. Where she haunted a shrine.
Until she saw something that scared her, and she rose up to heaven.
And
now, because I played the last card in my hand, I win.
No, I have the last card.
But I finished my hand.
Oh. Is that right?
It is.
I thought I could still play another card where the king sat on his throne and outlawed people going to that shrine because it was haunted.
Oh, well, actually, it's if you can end the story.
Oh, okay.
But you ended the story, so you win.
So you ended the story too, or no? I don't know.
Well, we have to decide. It's normally a consensus between everyone in the group. But
I see. Then you would have a ton of cards. I see. Okay. So normally you'd have 4 players or what have you.
Correct. So, General, your thoughts on this game?
Well, the cards are nice. The artwork is not... it's professional and abstract, but it doesn't exactly blow me away, but it's serviceable. How about yourself?
Well, I kind of like the storytelling elements of it. It kind of gives a kind of, you could play this with anybody of any age.
All right. All right. I found that the storytelling was not as structured as it could be.
But that's the nice part is that when making up a story, you can go any different way.
Yes.
Like you said, a man was going on a boat, and I said, oh, he couldn't because he forgot his keys.
Yes. So instead of it being structured and interesting, it goes any which way and is annoying and boring. So there you go. All right. So out of 10, how would you rate this?
Hey, wait. That's my line, General.
All right.
We haven't been on the air in a while. I gotta get, come on.
All right. Go ahead.
So, General.
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. See, I did it way better. How would you rate this game?
4.5.
Ouch.
Yeah. But it's nice to look at. The component quality is there. If you like storytelling games like Once Upon a Time, it's serviceable.
Okay.
4.5.
Ouch. Well, I would give this game...
Well, you know what? You're right. I was kind of being nice there. 4.
Okay.
But you got it. You wanted me to be honest, and I appreciate that.
Not a problem. Well, I'd give this game a nice 7.58 out of 10.
So really, you would play this game as much as you would play, say, like the zombie games that we've played so many times here.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily, but let's say because I have younger cousins.
Oh, that's true.
I could break this out and play this easily.
You know, as a kid's game, this might find its niche because you know, the kids don't have to read. They do have pictograms here, so I'm going back up to 4.5. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. How about you? And you're rating 7.5?
7.5. I'd give it.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Hey, there's still some things that could be tweaked a little bit.
And also, you know, the other thing is once you have the cards, I think it lends itself to making up other games too.
Well, I think the one thing that I think is difficult about it is that the element cards are a little bit tricky.
Yeah, but I think you can easily remove those or just count them as regular cards.
Or if you were to play a different version of, like, there are 3 different versions to play this game. We played like the 3rd version. And the element cards play a whole different category in...
Yeah, and this is the competitive version too. So as a competitive storytelling, you winning just doesn't make sense to me. But go on.
Well, as we turn the page on this episode of Dice Squad...
In a cave where there are some paintings.
This is Marshall Dice, known as Adam Campbell.
And General Dice, known as Todd Evangelista.
And we got to get out of here, guys, but we're glad to be back. Glad to be talking to you, our fans. And we'll see you soon. Later.